Hello and welcome back to the last game of today, which is the first game of day two. As we said a lot of times already, for scheduling issues, we're making the first game of day two as right now, so that tomorrow night we can play the top eight without having to drop it. And we have a very interesting matchup. We see Leo Mancinelli with Gian Gleezard from Bologna and Matteo Spazialetti with En-Kor Combo from L'Aquila. And he made the cut with a 6-1. So now we wanted to see this deck in action. And it seems like he wins with Nomad En-Kor plus Daru Spiritualist. And what was the name of that card?
Refolk Umbra, which is an
Refolk
enchantment
Umbra.
to have it attack with its toughness, I think. I might have to look
Yeah.
this one up.
2 mana. It has the Umbra keyword, so when the creature enchanted with the Umbra dies, it actually loses one of the enchantments with one of his Umbras.
It's a 2 and a green. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness and has totem armor. So
Yeah.
it protects it from being killed. But Daru Spiritualist gets buffed toughness whenever it's targeted, and Nomads and Core can target for 0 mana. So you give it infinite toughness and attack. It's sort of like Tribe Combo, but
Yeah.
more mid-rangey.
Yeah, and
And I've seen this
once you have-
before in like a Cogate shell with a card that sacrifices a creature and you gain life equal to its toughness. So you end up just making infinite
yeah.
life.
the edict that makes the one who sacrifices gain life.
Yeah, but
so
I don't
you can
know.
target yourself.
I'm not seeing that in this list, so it's pretty cool to see a
Yeah, I
rogue
think,
deck like this make it this far. That's awesome.
Yeah, and as you said, that combo it was tried in another shell, but you can actually try it in very different shells, and this is one of those where it tries to play with also with Riding Chrysalis. So we see another deck
Yeah.
with Chrysalis, but
Got to put Writhing Chrysalis in your deck. So we
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
Writhing
yeah.
Chrysalis matchup mirror here, and both players are also playing Cleansing Wildfire, so they're both playing multiple colors. I think this is a Naya versus Jund, basically.
yeah, yeah. Naya just splashing for the Chrysalis, or does he have also something on the side?
They also have Attack of Escape Tunnel to get their creature unblockable, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And they are main decking Obsidian Acolyte for the Glee combo, probably just one of, and 2 Crimson Acolytes, which helps for the red matchup. I have to look up this Augur Ilvec card. So we're going to be seeing a lot of cards that don't see a lot of play, and
yeah.
that's pretty
They
cool.
shared the deck list with us, and we were like, "What the hell are these cards?" It's the first time I saw it. So, Ogre Ilvec, what are you?
It is a shadow creature. You can sacrifice it to gain 4 life during your upkeep.
Okay, that's
Okay. So it has shadow, meaning if you put the Treefolk Umbra on it, it has 5 damage every turn that's unblockable,
and it's a
which is
cleric,
interesting.
so it can be protected by the En-Kor.
So we've got a turn 1 bridge, turn 2 second bridge over here, and a Quarkline Shaman go. From Leo's side, it looks like, okay, they're playing Boros Synth. So let's see how quickly they figure it out. I thought I saw an Acolyte in their hand. It could be the Crimson Acolyte. Okay, so that's the card we were talking about, Augur Ilvec. It has Shadow. It's a 1/3, and you can sacrifice it during your upkeep to gain 4 life. But essentially, the reason it's being played here is that it's an unblockable creature. But they're not going to be able to pump it up. So they just like turn 3, slam the Treefolk Umbra on it, and then just get in. That's a 4-turn clock. When it's like, okay, I'll play a Wellspring. A little confused here.
Yeah,
Still reading the card.
like what's the
Okay.
plan here? What is it?
I don't really understand. I will attack for 1. So that creature also cannot block the Karkland Shaman because it has Shadow. Weird mechanic.
Yep.
Luckily, we don't see any banding in this deck. It would have really thrown me for a loop. Or horsemanship. They have the Naya colors. They could Treefolk Umbra and start getting in. But they're going to play a Crimson Acolyte. Or is that Obsidian
main
Acolyte?
deck.
I don't know which one it is. I'll have to look that one up too. Darn. I think, yeah, it's the Crimson Acolyte. So it's protection from red. And you can activate for white to give target creature protection from red until end of turn. So they have the ground, they have protection against the Karkland Shaman. They just have to find their combo. And Elven Farsight is kind of like a green ponder.
Yep. He plays
It's
4 of them.
Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you can draw a card. So they want to put a creature on top so they can actually draw a card. I don't know if they did do that. Okay, they reveal a Chrysalis. It's a good one. Some value there.
That's a creature.
It would feel really bad to whiff on creatures, though.
And when you
Yeah, we see
face these kind of decks, you just don't know how to play against them. What to
It's
play around.
They have no idea what's going on the other side of the table.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on Leo's shoes right now.
Going to draw 3 cards with a Deadly Dispute and make a treasure token. Okay. So as we get to the top tables, it looks like we're going to be seeing more and more Glee. Pretty expected. They have a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah.
Will they have to discard to hand size?
Okay, so they're asking in chat what is the combo. The combo involves Daru Spiritualist, which is a 2 mana creature, 1/1 cleric, and whenever a cleric you control becomes the target of a spell or ability, it gets +0/+2 until end of turn.
Oh wow!
then,
Okay,
yeah.
so they can actually, because it's a cleric, and
Yeah.
this applies for all clerics. Then they can target if they have spiritualists in play and nomads En-Kor. Nomads En-Kor. Like
Yeah,
usually
nomads
I
En-Kor.
would think it was just spiritualist plus nomads. And nomads has 0. The next one damage that would be dealt to nomads En-Kor this turn is dealt to target creature you control instead. So it's an infinite targeting. So you can, with those 3 creatures in play, you can infinite target your creature here that has shadow, give it infinite toughness, and then put Treefolk Umbra on and attack. Because it can't be blocked. But
So we're
usually
seeing a cleric tribal. This
it's
was
a
not on my
cleric combo.
bingo on my bingo card.
Pretty sweet though, for sure.
Yeah.
Now they have the
This is-
Obsidian Acolyte in play, so the Glee
Yep.
combo is a little bit turned off. They can give their Obsidian Acolyte protection from red to stop the KCS, but they could just activate a bunch of times in response to that.
Yeah.
Looks like our Jund player here is playing a Sylvok Lifestaff main, but they've decided to discard it.
Yeah, if it's
Or
like
they-
that's not the plan they're looking for.
So I think they still don't really understand what the combo is going to be here. They just know that there's a lot of protection going on.
Yeah. So the protection makes it so that your clerics have infinite toughness, and you can't get rid of any of their of the opponent's clerics with damage, and you win with the Treefolk Umbra. So just
What's pretty cool here is that essentially with the infinite toughness combo, I think, okay, the nomads in core can't, well, it's, you have infinite ground blockers basically.
Yeah.
Your creatures are just so big they can't ever get attacking through.
Yeah. So you have all the time to find your combo, make your creature, any of your creatures unblockable, or maybe put a rancor on them and just attack for lethal, for infinite damage.
It's sort of like the tribe combo, except it's just not playing all these cantrips and trying to just do stuff.
Yeah.
Elven Farsight is
arguably,
cantrip. They're
arguably
rancoring
the
here,
stuff you're
making
doing
this
is
a
not very-
3/3 unblockable, which is
Yeah.
a decent clock. That's 6 turns from now, they'll be dead.
That's a Delver.
It's certainly a number of turns.
And he has the Chrysalis in hand, so
I'm not sure he wants to play the Chrysalis because he seems to be trying to hold up the protection from the Acolytes.
yeah. And also playing around the Karklan Shaman plus Toxin combo.
True.
So he doesn't want to commit too much to the board, especially because even if he has infinite toughness creature, they still die to Death Touch.
We see a Deadly Dispute. Just drawing 2 cards, no Wellspring here this time. They have a Duress in hand, so they can Duress them and kind of try to get some information as to what's going on over there. Looks like they might have 9 cards in hand right now.
And
Wow.
yes, he's playing 4 Cleansing Wildfire for the well-known interaction with the indestructible lens.
Ramping up is very good when you can play crystals and stuff like that.
Yeah, just coming up 1 turn earlier. Having a Chrysalis on turn 3 stops a lot of aggro decks.
All right, so Leo is looking pretty confused, I think, as to what's going on. We
Yeah.
still have no idea, and it might not even show up in this match, or in this game here. They grab a Forest with the Cleansing Wildfire and get to draw another card, so they have to shuffle first, of course. Okay.
So if I were in Leo's shoes right now, I would think, how did this deck make it to day 2? What am I missing here? And yeah, what
think
I'm
that-
missing is the combo.
Since he has Duress in hand, I think I would fire that off right away to
Yeah,
just
to know
see what is going
what
on.
they're playing. Yeah.
Maybe looking for your own combo is fine. Okay, there's the Glee.
Does he have the Gleezard? We don't know.
Currently has 3 mana. So if they have the Lizard, they can play out the Lizard and then Glee it, and then just sacrifice the KCS to itself to get the trigger going. Wow, they did not take either. That's interesting. So they must have those in hand. Can't Glee it.
The one part of the combo.
He duresses and sees nothing, but okay, there's the Nomads En-Kor, so he's getting a little bit of a thing. Can't Glee it with Obsidian on the field, but that's true. As long as there's white mana available.
Yeah.
And Vani is the guy that was playing this combo in the Cogate shell. And I believe I did a video on it, but it was just make infinite mana and then try to get it eventually. You could also play a version of this deck that looks to make infinite life and then just use Campfire to recycle your deck and then pass until your opponent decks out. So it's really like a taking turns kind of deck where you just want to win game 1 and then pass. The good times.
Yeah,
So I don't know if Mvani is on Jun Glee now. I think you were. Cogate not so good in this current metagame. We did see Cogate beat Glee before. Okay, so
Yep. Anything can happen.
yeah, that makes sense. So Apis said that they would probably have taken the munitions to try to start taking stuff off the table. Stress their white mana. If you can get the Obsidian Acolyte off the table, then you'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that they have a 1 of Obsidian Acolyte and they've drawn it. Okay, Chrysalis over here. Protection from red does not matter for that.
Yep.
Okay, and they're also leaving open their hand, showing, these are the cards they have.
yes.
They have a second munitions, okay.
Yeah. So that's why they didn't pick the first one.
All right. They've got quite a bit of mana. The Jun
How many
player
artifacts
only
does he
has,
have?
they have, I think, 1 or 2 tokens. Can't really tell. The dice are different.
It
It might be an
like,
8 and a 6. I don't know.
Feels like 2, maybe?
Maybe, yeah, maybe it just represents 2. 2 blocks. All right, it's gonna get in.
Well, 3 damage at a time. It might go the
At
distance.
6 turn clock, they're gonna go the distance.
Yep. And it still holds on to this.
What if they play a
Chrysalis?
Tameo safekeeping? It wouldn't change the clock. So
Yeah, Daniel from Brazil says he also plays this deck, but with solid footing over the triple Cambra.
I think if you did solid footing, I believe solid footing requires the creature to have vigilance.
Yeah. So he needs another piece.
Right there,
Make it
untapping. Solid footing is a flash +1/+1. As long as the creature has vigilance, it deals damage with toughness. Ah, cool. And GG bot doing work. Okay.
Very strange position to be in. All those.
Yeah,
acolytes.
you have to work through all this white mana to get rid of the Obsidian Acolyte so that the Crimson Acolyte doesn't stop your day.
Yeah. It definitely feels weird to play against this deck.
Another Chrysalis.
Yeah, if you don't
So
know
they've
what to
got
do.
more tokens.
So we're seeing 2, 6, 7 potentially. Chrysalis.
They're like, I'm going to swing in. Here it comes.
So on this hand, we saw a Tamiyo safekeeping on the Leo's hand. But he lacks. Yeah, he has to resolve this board. Very, very difficult.
He could use the safekeeping to protect his creature from the Obsidian Acolyte so that he could land the Glee. But then if he passes the turn, untaps, he could then Matteo could give the creature protection from black and the Glee would fall off.
Yeah.
It is funny that Nadu combo is essentially the same combo as on the left, but does a lot more things. Same as like now we're seeing Brood Scale combo in Modern, and the Twiddle Storm combo in Modern originally was the same as the Petal Festival combo, which was fun.
Yeah.
Everything is Pauper, really. We're seeing Lorien Revealed in all formats, Troll of Khazad-dûm in all
the bastard
formats.
card.
Plays another Elven
And another.
Farsight. Does he find a creature? What do you got? Looks like he might have whiffed. Could take the lands and stuff. But he has to try to dig for the combo piece. Looks like there's a lot of counting going on. What's it going to be?
Okay, on
What's
the bottom.
one card on top? Will they reveal a creature?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the combo piece.
Yeah. And he has all the mana to actually win from this spot because he can. Ah no, he lacks the triple
The
Cambra.
Umbra.
Yeah, yeah.
But now this is infinite blocks and infinite toughness, so he can't get in with his Chrysalises. And wait,
and
are the
the-
Acolytes clerics too?
Yes. Yes.
Oh man,
Full on cleric.
the synergy. That's awesome. So as soon as the Spiritualist hits the table, if you put Spiritualist and En-Kor on the table, then you are totally protected from anything.
Yep.
And then it's going to be probably impossible for the Glee player to win. They can just continue getting in with their 3/3.
Does he have any toxin analysis main deck?
Oh, true.
Jump? I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because the toxin analysis would just get through the infinite toughness. Well, let's see. I'll try to pull that up. We saw a previous Jund Glee player playing toxin analysis, but I don't know if this person is. Actually, I don't
Still
know.
reading the
I don't have their deck, I think.
Daru Spiritualist. So with that on the stack, is he thinking about? Okay, no.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. What are they going to do?
2 mana for.
Lots of. It's got to be frustrating to be playing what's considered to be the best combo deck in the format and then just run against this and be like, what is happening?
What am I even doing here? So he's trying to shoot things with these with the munitions. So yeah, he's shooting the tokens, the Eldrazi tokens. And
And are we still on the turn
Yeah,
of Matteo?
yeah, and there's Daru. I think he's on the stack right now.
Okay, so now he's going to sacrifice and clear the Obsidian Acolyte so he can untap and Glee and win.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Obsidian Acolyte is off the table.
So with Daru still on the stack, does he have anything else? Maybe he's trying about. He's thinking about destroying the other cleric.
It's in for 3. Now you're at 4. Very nearly dead.
Yeah, this is the spot to combo. So he untaps.
Was able to get the Obsidian Acolyte off the table. It's just a really big game for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of protective spells over there. But he has to have the combo in hand. We kind of assume that they do because of the way that they used their Rumble previously. Okay.
Yeah, and he has 2.
I mean, if it's not
enormous
slamming it,
bracelets.
then I don't think it's in hand. Because otherwise
Yeah,
you wouldn't,
yeah.
you would just do it. So it's kind of a weird
So
situation.
he still lacks the Gleezard, I guess. Because we saw him to take the Glee.
Maybe there's a way to draw a few cards here and try to find it. We need to have a Deadly Dispute in hand. Maybe he's considering, like, can I attack with my Chrysalises and try to win? Because those Chrysalises are quite big.
He also has a Chrysalis in hand, so that he can make the other Chrysalis bigger still. Oh, he has
And then they're going to have to block. They can't get protection from these creatures.
Yep.
Might just have the win through normal damage. Rumble.
Oh, Rumble.
Okay, another.
That might find the combo.
There's a Glee.
It doesn't. He can take the Wellspring to draw, dig a big. Okay. I'm
Looks like
starting
they
to-
have an Evolution Witness in hand.
Oh. Yeah, he takes the.
What is the name of the creature that's attacking with Shadow? It is. Oh, I'll have to go back. Augur Ilvek.
Yep. He plays it as a one of.
How do I find? I need to use the command for that. Yeah, other people had it. Cool. So, what did he take? I was concentrating on trying to find the name of the card.
He took the En-Kor Wellspring, played it, and now drew. I don't know what.
Using the spawns, okay.
Yeah.
So he has 6 mana.
No, using the. Ah, no. Yeah, you're right.
Still has some amount of
4.
treasures.
Ooh.
Gives
Maybe on,
indestructible.
On Clark Kent,
Okay.
Shaman.
Why?
So I think he wants to clear the
To
opponent's
keep it on
board.
the table?
Yep.
Okay. I don't. Hmm. I guess that will kill the spiritualist. Yeah, that makes sense. But the shaman will stay.
He has to
Because he couldn't
sacrifice two
target the
more.
spiritualist with the munitions, or it would just grow in toughness. And that was a pretty sneaky and cool play to get through that. Now he
Yep.
can threaten lethal with the chrysalises. They have to block with the obsidian or the crimson acolyte, and they're kind of in a pretty rough spot. So here comes the other chrysalis making more tokens. Unfortunately, I don't understand the way these dice are laid out, but it seems like it's probably enough. They can maybe use. They've got at least five mana, and they can just
Uh,
sacrifice all their mana and spawns and throw everything at the opponent.
yeah, I think they are 6/7s with two more spawns to
Oh,
sack,
okay.
so
I
that would
see
be
that there's
16
a very
damage.
small number inside of that little oval.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm guessing it's
that
four
is hard.
because we've only seen four spawns be sacrificed.
So I think I see. Yeah, I don't know.
They're attacking for potentially 16, so I think he has to block. Yeah. So that's 6 damage right
The
now.
cleric isn't dying. Didn't die to the no KCS because it has protection from red. Planeswalker loyalty symbol. Okay. See, I don't play a lot of planeswalkers in Pauper, so I don't know the symbol. Just try to
That would
avoid
be
planeswalkers. When I started playing Magic, it was maybe early 2000s, and then quit for a while. Came back. Damage didn't go on the stack. I actually submitted for reimbursement because I couldn't put the stop for damage on the stack. I believe I was reimbursed at least one time before I figured it out. And then planeswalkers existed, so I had to just get out of anywhere that wasn't Pauper. Too much.
yeah.
So there's a lot of counters over there.
Oh, so they're
It's
10
plus
11s.
8, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's 20 coming in.
He takes 10, goes to 7, and he has.
What, what is Planeswalker? I don't know. Old man yells at clouds. Okay, so they've established dominance on this board, killing everything, getting in with huge creatures. Okay.
What can he do with two cards?
The
One of
best
those is the core, I think. The
Okay.
En-Kor. Okay.
It's GG.
He
The
resigns, so he
best
can do
combo when
nothing.
I was playing limited starting out was Phantom Tiger and any enchantment because the Phantom Tiger has it's like it has counters and then it just never dies for some reason.
Yeah, if he has no counters, there's nothing to remove, so it just prevents damage.
So good.
Yeah.
Played a lot
I
of
mean,
limited, and then I quit limited when they released the set that had Glorybringer in it because that card was busted, and I felt
yeah,
like it all came down to what rare did you pull.
yeah, yeah.
Happy to be in Pauper
That's
where
Amonkhet, I guess.
yeah, I'm Monket. There's a lot more as we can see from Matteo's deck, you can just do some really interesting synergy based stuff. I really thought he was going to have it there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seemed like a very difficult board to resolve, but I mean, enough mana and munitions ended up being enough.
Is Phantom Tiger in Pauper?
Wow, is it legal? Phantom Tiger?
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Printed in. That's pretty fun. Played a lot of Kamigawas as well. That was good times. Stompy now is just Arbor Elf and Wild Growth and big creatures. Stompy died the day they printed Fiery Cannonade.
Yeah, yeah. All those tutus, all those bears. It used to be a menace, the Stompy. Now it's just, I think it's, I mean, yeah, there's the Dragon Breath, but also
Well,
Chrysalis.
I guess Stompy was pretty good with the sticker cards. Some sort of chicken sticker card. Somebody might
Really?
know.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the best. So what do you even side in against him? Against Matteo?
Well, let's look at the deck. Against Matteo. I mean, clearly the removal plan worked. Just kill everything and you'll get there.
Yeah.
I guess the 3/3 was not good enough eventually. Got... Oh, I don't know.
Sandstorms are useless on his sideboard. Probably 2 Acolytes for Matteo. No Obsidian
What is
Acolytes.
Matteo bringing in? Probably... I mean, you're looking at Standard Bearer potentially, and just the Obsidian Acolytes or Thraben Charms.
He
I don't
needs
know. I think he
something
needs to
against
lean
the...
up the combo.
Yeah. He has to play around the Karklan Shaman, so
Yeah.
that's going to be a bit hard. All of his combo pieces are creatures, of course.
So let's see. They're still working on side. We're sideboarding on the left, and okay.
They're ready to go. Combo mirror to 30 minutes for round 1. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're very interactive combos actually, or at least Jund Gleezard. So the games can go longer, especially if you can't really deploy your combo, as we saw from last game.
Yeah.
But in this case, that's where the Chrysalis come in.
All right. While they're shuffling, I just gotta grab one thing. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see, still shuffling. And they have 20 minutes to end the maybe 2 games. If Matteo manages to win one. So they have to be a bit careful about time actually. I mean,
I think it
Matteo
was
has
a
to.
pretty complicated board state to try to push through, and there was a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
not
yeah.
knowing what was going on from Leo's side, and now you can really formulate a plan a lot easier.
Yeah. Very complicated board states. Yeah, can we explain it again? Okay, yes. There's this Nomad En-Kor,
Which can target a creature for
Yep.
0, redirecting damage. And then Daro Spiritualist says whenever any cleric you control gets targeted, it gets +0/+2. So you can, with those 2 cards, give a cleric infinite toughness. And then you have a Tree Folk Umbra, which is 2 and a green for +0/+2. Creature deals damage with its toughness. So you can deal infinite damage that way. It's sort of like Inside Out Combo.
Yeah. But once you assemble the 2-card combo, they're very, very hard to get off the table because the nomads protect themselves by redirecting the damage to the Daru Spiritualist, who are
Ooh, cleansing or a cast into the
yeah,
fire on the
yeah, yeah,
bridge
yeah.
right away.
And he
Okay,
goes for
2
the
white
Daru.
mana puts
Yep.
the Daru in play. You can't kill that with any sort of targeted damage unless it basically maybe like a lightning bolt here, I guess. Plays another bridge.
He reads again the card. It is indeed a 1/3 once you target it.
Oh, he's
Ooh.
just going all in on the root scale. He probably has it in hand. So next turn with 3 mana, he can Glee plus adapt and just slam in. Now, of course, he could, if he has the nomads, he could just make infinite size and just block. But I don't know how that, who wins in that scenario.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
I sack
stare
my
at each
thing.
other.
Okay, I add toughness. I add toughness.
And
Okay,
the
Obsidian
Obsidian.
Acolyte.
Yep.
That is pretty bad for Leo here, unless
Yep.
they find a Krarklan Shaman. I'm going to adapt. All right. They have a breath weapon. That does not target. It can take everything
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But by adapting already, that means that they can't Glee. Because if they Glee, then they won't actually get anything off it. They've already adapted the creature, and they won't be able to start the combo. Although the opponent won't have a board, which is probably fine. I would just go slam the breath weapon here, I think. Just passing the turn. Interesting.
Or yeah. No.
Wait, what?
Okay, it didn't pass.
Maybe they
That was
weren't passing?
only,
They were just,
yeah, that an hand gesture.
they're like, you have cards. I'm going to play a land.
And they keep staring at each other.
Yeah, it's you combo. One person has to win. I think that the brute scale player, okay, yeah, deadly dispute on that makes sense. And then they can also just breath weapon right now.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some sort of effect to stop the damage from the breath weapon, like a prismatic strands. Let's see.
Or maybe a Thraben Charm in response to kill the Lizard, if he said it in. Okay, target.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
he's giving.
Yeah, 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 of
Oh,
course. Of
smart.
course.
I didn't see that one coming. Yep,
And
that
neither
does
did
work.
Leo.
So he is targeting both of his creatures with the Obsidian Acolyte, which stops that. Oh man, good play, good play.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, he got rid of 2 mana. I don't know if that's relevant right now.
Yeah,
Could
I
be.
mean, if you have double Glee or double, he has a Tameo safekeeping in hand, so he can Glee and then safekeeping to stop the one target of the Obsidian Acolyte.
But then
Try to
there's
go
the second.
infinite. I think maybe you attack and then see if they will pump and block. These are
Yeah.
very tricky plays because it's just not something you've seen before. And I think that anytime you find a scenario where there's something that you haven't seen before, it could cause you some havoc. Like we saw
Yeah.
in a prior round, the player missed a Fire Blast play, but that I think was because they completely did not expect that Walker had 0 artifacts in play for that KCS toxin. And I find when probably the best players in the world are players that can adapt to a situation they haven't seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I mean, even thinking about that line of attacking and hoping that Matteo blocks, I think Matteo knows his deck much better than Leo, so he wouldn't fall for that. And he passes, yeah.
So the previous turn, they had all 4 mana open, correct?
Yeah.
So
He finally finds green mana.
there's only 13 minutes left in the round. He's going to have to try to win really quickly.
Yeah.
He basically has stuffed Leo because he's never going to be able to land the brute scale. He can give it maybe something like try to munitions the thing away.
Yeah, but munitions target, so the Daru still applies. Or am I missing something? Daru Spirit. Yeah, no, it should protect from munitions.
All right, let's see what happens. Got a lot of mana in play, but we are seeing 4 protection spells, or 4 protection available. Can pump the toughness with that. It's gonna happen. Deadly Dispute, a treasure. Go back to 2 treasures. It's gotta be frustrating just sitting here like, I don't know how to push through. We're gonna get in for 3. Might as well. Anything good happening here? So they go to 17. They're just taking it. What else we got? 2 mana. Another brute scale. Okay, we're going beats. I mean, at some point, maybe they just draw into enough glee to get through.
That seems...
Because at some point, Matteo has to do something. They lost game 1. If they go to time here, then Leo will win the match.
Yes. I mean,
so he can try to play to not lose, but 11 minutes is still enough time.
Yeah, especially for a combo deck.
So I think it kind of behooves Matteo to try to get there as soon as possible.
Yep. Okay, he has the play.
Uh-oh, is it the Tree Folk Umbra? It's the Tree Folk Umbra.
It is. Okay, that's the missing piece.
So all he needs now is an escape tunnel.
Yep.
If he has the escape tunnel, which we know he's playing in the deck, he can play the escape tunnel, give it unblockable, and slam in. Okay. Bring the noise. He's like, block?
Let's say 1-3 right now.
Yeah. No, it's a 1-5 due to the targeting.
Oh, yes.
From the
Yes,
enchantment?
that's right.
Oh, I forgot that it's not. It doesn't actually have the combo, right? Because, well, he could make it give it a little bit extra toughness with the Crimson Acolyte, but then you're tapping out in the face of the Glee.
Yeah.
So now he has
You
2
need that
white
mana.
mana available. So if Leo has 2 Glees or double safekeeping, which he does have double safekeeping, he could win right here. Glee, safekeeping, play the munitions, GG. So
Yeah.
by tapping out for the Tree Folk Umbra, he left himself open to that occurring.
Oh.
Gonna get in for
Doesn't.
6. So must not have the Glee in hand. Or maybe not understanding. Must not have the Glee in hand. Or just maybe trying to get them to make even more mistakes.
And
Another brute scale. Oh, that's unfortunate. If they had the Glee in hand, it would have been it. Okay, they're untapping.
Yep.
So now there's 4 activations of the Obsidian Acolyte available. Going to be a lot harder to force through that. If they want to play the Nomad's En-Kor, it will take 1 of the white mana away, so they'll have 3 activations available. So Leo is really looking to draw some Deadly Dispute effects and try to get deeper into the deck and force through. They have 8 minutes left. I think they could maybe make it happen. And Matteo has been not making land drops. So I just don't really know what's in his hand.
Yeah, 2 safekeeping munitions, land, maybe Toxins as shot.
I'm just wondering what's in the hand of Matteo, the En-Kor Combo player, because they have so many cards in their hand, but they're not playing any lands and they're not playing anything else. It seems like they're trying to sit behind not dying. Okay, there's another Spiritualist. That means that they get extra. They might be able to win if they get in, right? Because if they're going to trigger 2 times on every
Yeah, that's
targeting,
4 damage for each mana. That's 12 plus 3 right now.
plus
That's
3 right now,
15. Yeah.
they're going to adapt.
And he has jump blockers. Okay, he untaps.
Okay,
This is
can they
tense.
combo?
Yeah.
The Spiritualist is also sitting back on defense. Excuse me. I'm not sure if that's going to matter that much.
Yeah, I don't feel
They're
like
currently at
Leo...
11.
I
There's
mean,
also the possibility of Leo just slamming the munitions and paying them out.
yeah,
They attack for
that's
9.
probably the...
He can only kill one of the brood skills. If he decides to block everything, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, by blocking
Currently they
everything,
have
he would
2,
lose the
3.
Crimson Acolyte, the Obsidian Acolyte, and that would mean that Leo can combo off. But
Looks like
Matteo doesn't know that he doesn't have the Glee.
it looks like Leo has 13 mana available. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Maybe like 10-ish permanents that they can sacrifice to a munitions. But some of those permanents are the mana sources. So it really depends on how the blocks are going to be made here.
Yep.
This might be the pivotal final turn, but we'll see. Certainly looks like it could end. It makes sense for them to have kept in the safekeeping for the Acolytes. I'm just watching the clock count down like, oh no, what's going to happen?
He also realized that if he had the munitions, which he has in hand, the maths become much more difficult. So he's counting out the mana, how many munitions he has, and that looks like he has enough because just the lens, 3, 6, 9 mana just from the lens. So 2 less for munitions, that leaves with 7 mana. And then he can use the rest of his spawns and treasures. Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Right, yeah. 2.
Yeah, 9 munitions are enough. So even if just one lizard passes through, it's lethal.
Which means he's going to have to... Could throw away one of the Spiritualists. And then give toughness boosts to the other 2.
Yeah.
Like the Obsidian Acolyte.
And still
Because
have
he only
1
needs
mana.
to target 1 time on each of them to make them not die to the attack.
Yep.
And then he has 1 mana available to stop the combo.
Yeah.
But then he has to have a win on his turn. But I think it really depends on whether or not the Gleezard's in the hand. It just doesn't seem like they have it. Okay, so blocks are being made. Not blocking with the Obsidian Acolyte.
Yeah, that might be the end of this game.
At 11 right now. But they won't be able to sacrifice... Okay, target that.
Okay.
Make it huge. Okay.
Does he save the other one?
So... I don't think it's going to matter. Although he'll run out of permanents to sacrifice to the munitions. So if all of this exists on the table and he has 7 mana, he'll be at 8. So
Yeah,
he'll
and
live at 1 life, maybe?
No, I guess that's not enough. Wait, he says yes, because you can... Ah, no, he can't.
So I think he has 8 permanents to sacrifice.
Yeah, he loses one lizard right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 10 munitions on the board.
What are we looking at? So we're just mathing our way through this scenario. The two players are trying to math their way through it as well. I really think that if the brood scale gets in, it's over.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Oh man. I mean, this shows the power of the of this specific version of the deck is that they're kind of mid-ranging their way through it. The black-green version might have not had as much power just due to the Obsidian Acolyte being on the board.
Yeah, we saw how important the Kakla Shaman was to even in this matchup, not just the matchups which you predict are going to be bad against you, like.
Interesting.
Okay, he plays the Tameo safekeeping.
So the cool
To
thing about this
protect
is
it.
if this Tamiyo's safekeeping resolves and he doesn't interact with it, then once again, if they have the Glee, the opponent is dead.
Yeah. But he should be dead anyway.
Yeah, I think
Takes
so.
3.
So
He goes to 8.
plays another land, plays munitions.
Yeah. Does he
Yes.
go all in, or does he play around something that he doesn't even know if it exists? But judging from the deck he's playing against,
He has 9 permanents to sacrifice. Or 9. I think he has 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not, I don't know. We're going to have to watch. There's too much math. I only work in terms of infinites. It feels like it's over.
yeah,
Usually what you want to do is, in this scenario, is like ping once, see for a response, ping once, see for a response, ping once, see for a response. And you want to have the ability to have more than, like, beat one response. And I don't know what that would be. Like a Hallow or something. Currently has 5 bridges and 3 brood scales, which is 8 permanents.
yeah. No, it looks like he has nothing to save himself.
I think they're thinking it through too hard. You have 20 seconds till turns. 5 bridges. He's got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana.
That should be enough.
But then if he sacrifices the spawns, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So you just make 9 mana and throw 9 things at them. They're currently at 8. This should be it.
Yeah,
But I can certainly understand not wanting to make a mistake at this point. I think you already have come so far, though. Just start doing the
Yeah.
thing.
and in front of the camera as well.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely mess up the math. I already would have gone for it last turn and just, like, failed.
Okay,
they go
starting
7.
the ping.
Throw a brood scale. 6. They're doing it. 4 mana. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Brood scale's out of here. Go to 4. Still has 6 mana. But they can have to use one of the mana sources as a fodder. So probably have to throw a token. I think I would just throw the bridges first and then see what happens, because you can always use the
Yeah.
okay, they are using the bridge. Going face. Going face. They're at 2. So then you sacrifice a spawn, you sacrifice a bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
One
that
more
should
bridge.
be the game.
Yeah, that will be 0.
And
okay.
that's it. That's it.
All right. So they did that correctly, where if they had some sort of life gain, they could have done one more at instant speed.
Yeah, sack one spawn to shoot the other one. And nice.
Mm-hmm.
He wins convincingly. 2-0.
Wow.
Interesting
But
matchup,
the
interesting
En-Kor
deck.
deck definitely looked good. I think, like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
looking Think about it that at the Gruul deck, if you just set up all these blockers that you
Yeah.
can't get through,
You can
it seems pretty
just
good.
all those tramplers, huge tramplers doing nothing. Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, now they're telling us that we don't have much time, so because the venue needs to be cleared. So
right.
I remind you, there's day 2 tomorrow at starting at 10:30 Italian time. So that's GMT +1, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and we have the meta snapshot for day 1 with the variations for the yeah, there it is. For each archetype, each deck, how many made it to day 2 with the percentage of winning. So we see a lot of Grixis affinity, but not many made it to day 2. I mean,
Looks
a
like
very low percentage.
the Glee decks are performing pretty well, and then the
Yeah.
Gardens performed quite well, which is sort of a surprise. We haven't seen Gardens do that great recently on the online metagame. And Jund Wildfire doing pretty good.
So the best combination of colors seems to be green-black.
Look at the Familiars players doing well. Awesome. 3 out of 5 made it to day 2.
Wow. Nice. Very good.
Half the Cycling Storm players made it.
Yeah.
1/3 of the Black Turbo Fog. Not a lot of Dredge players. That one Dredge player was crushing, though. Absolutely crushing. One Dimir Terror. Wow. What happened to Dimir Terror? Wow.
Only one.
Unfortunate.
Wow. All 14 didn't make it.
And 0 elves made
Zero
it.
elves.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those.
There are so
Clan
many
shamans.
Clan Shamans
Yeah.
in the metagame.
And
Wow.
less elves player than Black Turbo Fog players. So not only the Clan Shamans, also the Crypt Rats are going to be have proven to be very difficult for elves to navigate. And what else do we have interesting? Altartron didn't make it. Nobody. All players lost.
They
sadly.
probably only
There's-
faced Glee decks.
Yeah.
I think that looks like the best performing deck from like a percentage standpoint of the people that were to conversion was maybe the Familiars deck at like what 3 of 5. So that's
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Affinity player 101 day 1 and then 21 day 2. A lot of people got knocked out. All
Very,
those
very
glamours in
interesting.
the metagame, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Jund
It looks
Gleezard
like-
seems to be the
Actually,
deck
yeah,
to beat for
Jund
day 2.
Gleezard is slightly better than 60% at 23. Or no, that's 30.
Yeah, no,
30%.
that's 30%. Yeah, a bit more. But,
Everybody's.
yeah.
I just cannot do math. I only can do infinite.
So,
We're
well,
getting-
nice for
We're getting
familiars.
tired.
We're getting tired, but
yeah, nice. Good job,
finally,
everybody.
Day 1 is
Power
over.
to you.
we can see you again on day 2 of Paupergeddon, which is held, of course, tomorrow. As I said, I repeat it at 10:30 of the morning, Italian time. Thank you very much. You've been it's been a pleasure having you here.
Yeah, this was
and
really, really fun. I really appreciate it.
yeah, thank
It's
you
awesome
for
to be a
everything.
part of this awesome event. And, I think everybody that plays Pauper in the world knows that this exists and it kind of sees it as like the penultimate thing that you can get to and like aspire to be in your own community.
Yes, and we hope to see many more of these events all around, not only Europe, but also all around the globe. I think there are a
Yeah.
lot of power communities that can reach this level of attention. So really, I really hope to see a bigger community, a bigger international community, and let's spread love for this very, very beautiful format.
Absolutely.
thank
Well,
you all.
enjoy your partying this evening, right?
Yeah. So let's not drink too much today, because tomorrow we have another full day of Magic, another full day of Pauper. And well, thank you all. See you again tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.